Well, Cindy, we are so proud to have you come into Atlanta. I've known you for probably over 6, 7 years, and you are one of the gurus when it comes to marketing law firms. And I just feel fortunate that you would take the time to come down and share your secrets with our members and our attendees. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you, and I know that people that don't go are going to miss a load of secrets. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you, Ken.
All righty.
I'm going to speak about social media. There's two key topics. One is traffic and one is conversion. Because ultimately, what you want to know is, in terms of social media, how do you drive the traffic? How do you get that engagement? And then secondly, how do you convert it? And so I've sent you a couple of slides. If you look at a couple of campaigns that we have running right now with some of my clients, and if you look at that, you'll see that social media can drive a lot of traffic. And in looking at those slides, on the first one, you'll see that in the course of a week, this one campaign, we drove 459 people, which is an average of 57 a day, and 279 of them have signed up, giving their full contact information, which is a 61% conversion rate. Now, how did that happen? How did we get that conversion? And we're going to talk about that at PILMMA. We're going to reverse engineer that. Secondly, what I want to do at the end of this campaign is talk to the attorneys and say, hey guys, I'm going to do a little presentation at PILMMA. Tell me, did the phone ring? Tell me what you heard. When people called your office, what did you hear? Because what the attorneys want to see is, did my phone ring? And that's why I titled this presentation, No More Theory, Please Just Show Me the Money. When I started out in the legal industry, one of the ways that I started was in statistical analysis. And any lawyer that I've talked to, if you look at the numbers, you will find that referrals are your greatest source of new cases. And so one of the things social media does is something called crowd conversion. It takes those people that know you and like you, and it converts them into a warm community. And why is that valuable? Because whether or not they have a case right now, they become one of your raving fans. And so will it make me more money? Yes, because if you end up with maybe 5 or 10 influencers that are raving fans and a circle of hundreds in your warm community on your Facebook and your YouTube, then ultimately that's going to result in referrals. And we all know that referrals result in more cases than advertising. And I can show you those numbers. But the way that it makes you more money is because you're creating a community of raving fans in differing degrees and differing levels. Ultimately, if a lawyer had the time to go out and shake hands and have lunch with people all day long, it doesn't get much better than that. But I don't have any lawyers that have time to do that. And so when you take social media and technology, it makes word of mouth all scalable. And that's part of why I love social media. It's still all about relationships. It's just that in a world of social media, it becomes scalable. And so at PILMMA, we're going to learn how do you do it right? How do you set these pages up right? I'm going to give some tools, some resources. There's a lot of vendors out there, including PILMMA, and I think you have probably a whole group of people that can do this. But there's a lot of parties out there, third-party vendors that are doing this type of thing, and I think the attorneys need to get some other people involved so their social media program accomplishes what you want to accomplish, because there's absolutely huge potential for this, for the people that get it. So I'm going to be very heavy on succinctly getting to the bottom line. Here's how you drive the traffic. Here's how you convert the traffic. There's a ton of theory behind that. I study this all the time and I love it. But I don't think the lawyers necessarily need to know all of that. They need to know, how am I going to drive the traffic? How am I going to create a large community in my social media, accounts, whatever, on my Twitter following, my Facebook, etc. How do I drive the traffic? Number two, when it gets there, how do I convert it? So that's the basis of what I want to present, because I want an attorney to walk away with a succinct set of action steps and tools so that he can go back and he can either, number one, do it himself or find somebody that can go through a very basic list and end up resulting with what I just told you about one of my attorneys. He's getting cases from Facebook all the time. He has the media calling him because of his Facebook campaigns. So it's absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. I mean, he's had reporters calling him because of what he puts on Facebook. The difference is, frankly, I think that by missing, whether it's my presentation or the other presentations at the summit, one thing Ken Hardison is doing is he's putting together a team of people that understand what lawyers need to know today. And if they miss that, here's the big problem. They may very well do damage to their brand. It's not neutral territory. It's not neutral territory. And I see a lot of lawyers out there, because I look at what the competitors in each market are doing. I see a lot of reputable brands that are out there doing social media wrong. And I cringe, because I think, guys, you're actually doing damage to your brand. So I think that's the downside. You could be damaging your brand if you're not doing it right.